guys, it's AvAngel. Welcome back to the channel. You might recognize me from previous videos such as what not to do with an aeroplane, why you're upside down, and what I think the front is meant to be doing when it's not. Yeah, this is the DC-3 and this is Papua New Guinea. I'm gonna cut to the chase here. We're about to do some stupid. I know I specialize in stupid. Stupid is one of my greatest talents. But we are about today to really step into the realm of stupid. We're talking high altitude, 5, 6, 7,000 feet. We're talking the mountains of Papua New Guinea. Tight approaches, narrow valleys, and short, angled grass and dirt strips. The longest of which being about 2,000 feet. So, this is a terrible idea. But we're going to do it anyway. Excuse the registration, I didn't change it for some reason. Let's make some mistakes, shall we? This feels like exactly the wrong thing to be doing, but I'm completely on board for it. So, why not? Stupid is my middle name. Actually, is my last name, but that's a different matter entirely. Okay, props are up, mixture's good. Crack the throttles. I'm going to want to leave those rich for... well, actually, starting at 5,000 feet, I'm going to want to bring these back to lean to starters. And I'm going to want to put our mags into both. And I'm going to want to put the boost pumps on here. I'm going to energize left. This may not want to start. I may need to give it a bit more gas, actually, for this. Because she's not exactly a fan of altitude. At the best of times, if I'm honest. But we can make this work. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch the Dakota by its toe. If it explodes, well, you tried. Come on. Give me a bit of something. Come on. No. We'll try it again. We'll make it start. This is we're in exactly the wrong conditions for this to happen. But we'll do our best anyway. I don't necessarily want to start it in lean, but you know what? We're going to actually pull forward to full rich just to see if we can make it do it with the fuel pressure. Come on. There we go. Okay, she started. So we'll get right going now. We've got some good RPM on left. Let that warm the engine up. We'll bring it to 1500 RPM. Now, this is the sort of airports that, in fact, I have visited these before. This is the Papua New Guinea Bush Pack. The Highland Bush Strips Pack by Ken Hall, over available on Orbex. They are fantastic. And they're designed for 206s, for porters, and for 208 caravans. They didn't want to start, did it? You didn't start, did you? Nope, you didn't start. Right, we'll do this again. We'll make it work, though. That's the important part. That's warming up nicely. A bit hot there, actually. We'll encourage that one back a tad. But no, these are all, thankfully, have a bit of slope on them, which is going to help us here somewhat. A lot, I should say. Yes! Okay. Yes! Okay. We have start. We have start. That's good. We'll warm up right. And then we should be good to go. We're leaving those open for now, but we'll trail these back to where they need to be. We are going to want some flaps for this takeoff. We are taking off downhill, so we're going to go for half flaps here to get us some nose. Avionics are on. Generators are on. Everything is looking good for us to get out of here. That's on. Boost pumps to off. Supers are going to want to go on here. We're going to need this. Notch that into auto rich. And we're going to start turning around. No mean feat on a sloping runway like this one. Let's use one of these engines to our advantage. Would these have ever have operated in a place like this? No, they would never have operated here. They're way too big. This is way too stupid for anyone to really consider attempting, but me, in a simulator. Because I'd never do this in real life. This would be very dangerous. Which is why we're doing it. Mostly. Because I am very, very, very brave. And optimistic. Mostly optimistic. Okay. Alright, let's get this thing turned around, shall we? Now, thankfully, she's pretty reliable on her performance, so we should be okay here. Yeah, this is what we're working with today. Fear not. It's all going to go horribly wrong. All the juice, and let loose. Come on, baby. Let's make this first one off the ground. It'll be a good start. Tails up. Airspeed's climbing. We're nowhere near high enough yet. Aim for the lowest point on the horizon and hope it sticks. We're up. Step 1 is complete. Off the ground. On that. Yeah, it's gonna go downhill from here. Not just the terrain. Okay. Now, I believe we're heading up behind ourselves, so we'll turn this way here. Get our props back. Gaining speed nicely. Flaps come up. A little power here to clear this. I should get my nose down here. No climbing, not ideal. Okay. Alright, we'll set ourselves into a nice climb ahead here. We should be okay terrain-wise. We've got good speed building up. Bring us back to a climb power. And we can start turning behind the peak in front of us for our desired heading. Fantastic. Superchargers are definitely an advantage on this kind of flying. Okay, below a red line, but I need climb power. Or more than climb. But she's definitely getting her nose up now. No problems there. It's about 5 minutes to our first landing. And possibly final. I will be honest with you. We're taking off from here from Dinangat Airport, which is 1,385 feet. So everything gets longer from here. Our next landing is 1,500 feet at Yawan. And our final is 2,100 feet at Yalamet. Then we'll head down to the coast and land at Wasu Airport, which is about 2,500 to 3,000. So, marginally more comfortable for us. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Everything's behaving as expected. Bring that power back into the arc where we want it to be. Now, I tend to fly the DC-3 based on its more at-the-time numbers rather than its restored numbers these days. You tend to see some of the preserved birds flying at, which operate generally at a lower power setting. But they can handle a bit more. So we're only 2 minutes away here, so we shouldn't be too far from the airstrip. Like I said, could be our last landing, and that's entirely fine. I believe this one's down in the bottom of one of these valleys, or it could have been a step, I'm not sure. I remember flying here before, in a caravan. And it was easier then. Considerably easier. The weather was worse, which made the whole flight terribly difficult. Especially coming through some zero viz. Weather is nicer today. But we are up in the Highlands. So, yeah, things could be a lot worse. We're at 8,000 feet, just to point this out. And we're dealing with terrain. Not the ideal place to have a piston tail-dragging cargo plane. But where's the fun in life if we don't experiment, right? Right, bring the power back here. See if we can work out what we're doing. I believe it's going to be down there, which is going to make getting out a problem if we do. I think we can get out that way. So down valley, which means our approach is up valley, if I recall correctly. And I think it's on a step at the side of the river down at the bottom there, so let's keep our eyes out for the strip itself. It's going to be on the river, yeah, it is. And I think it's sloped, which will help us. I just have to find it first. We are not going to have go-arounds. If we screw this up, we are done for. I think it's far side of this ridge ahead of us. Yeah, this is not go-around territory. We screw this up, we're in a mountainside. See, this is it. This is the risk-reward factor. Much more fun this way. Let's see where she is. Where are you at? I think it's the far side of this. Where are you at? There it is. Right below us. You see that? It's pretty flat. But our exit is downstream, so let's make a try at this, shall we? This is a tabletop, so I think I can actually save some airspeed and kill off some lift by using some very, very brave energy management here. So we'll do that. You're going to hear this a lot. I don't care about my gear warning. Let's close that. At least the body parts will remain in the cockpit vaguely when we crash. Okay. We'll hit this ridge line, not literally, metaphorically. We'll come around, follow the valley up, and we should be able to make an approach here. Yes, yes, yes. I know. My gear's not down. That is intentional. Thank you, aeroplane. Now, we're about half fuel, half payload here, so it's a light payload, which is a pretty optimistic amount for what we're doing. Gear's coming down. Go to flaps 1. Okay, here goes nothing. Let's begin the turn. Second notch. We'll pick up the river and we'll head upstream and make a bad decision. I don't know if I can actually get out of this if I've screwed up and I'm too high or my approach isn't right. But if I get this right, we should be okay. Is that it there? That is it there. Okay. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. This is really dumb. This is so dumb. They're gonna write a book about it. Yeah, I can hear you shaking and complaining. That's okay. I see it. I see it. I think I see it. I'm pretty sure I see it. If I don't, we're about to be a smear. And I'll accept my fate. I see it. Oh, I'm at the wrong angle. Come on, piggy. Let's go to market. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I know you're complaining. It's okay, honey. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Oh my god, what am I doing? Come on, honey. You got this. You got this. Come on, honey. You got this. You got this. I'm too heavy. I'm too high. I'm too fast. I'm gonna crash. Flaps up. Come on, stop. Please stop. This will be fantastic if you stop. Come on, please. Holy crap. The high water. Just for reference, we stopped here. Yeah, we stopped here. Thankfully, that's uphill. If this wasn't uphill, we'd be a smear by now. As you can imagine, that approach was my first attempt. It was unconventional. There was slipping. There was climbing up to the plateau involved. That's one of the biggest ways to get rid of energy. You come in low, you come up, and it kills all your energy, and you can dump it down there. It was not pretty, But it worked. We're in one piece, and more importantly, the aircraft's in one piece. Okay. Let's turn this baby around, and we'll get ready to go to a final, longer destination, and hopefully make this in one piece. Holy macaroni. Half flaps. We've got at least a river to dive into here for this. Oh. I knew I could do it all along. What do you mean, winging it? Come on, tail up, tail up, tail up, tail up, tail up. We might be able to get some twigs in the gear on this one. 60. Up, 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 up. Okay. Gear, flaps, down river. Nose down. Power back. Whew, okay. Right, we're going to have to do a little bit of now altitude gaining here, but we're in the right shape to make this work. That was the worst. That was the one I was most afraid of, our first landing in this adventure. And that was 1,500 feet, by the way. And we are what? About 5,000 feet? Or just under? Just shy of 5,000 feet. 1,500 feet. And it was actually a much, not just survivable, but reasonable landing. You say it's all luck? It absolutely is. But that's my first time attempting that. Never done it before. You'll have to take my word for it. I know you won't believe the YouTuber. This, you know, she must have practiced that 20 times. Nah. I loaded the sim, picked the airports and thought, this looks really stupid. And you're watching it. Okay. So let's get the nose down here. In fact, we're 360 around here to our left to gain some altitude in doing so. Okay. A little bit less rudder. Still in the ball. 500 feet is good. And we're gaining altitude nicely. Okay, and we're coming onto track, and we should be on our way to our final stop. Another 5 minutes and we'll be there, so not particularly long this time by. Although our final descent down to the coast will be nice and easy compared to what we'll be doing here today. Yeah, this is optimistic. Optimistic aviation, very much so. But successful, yeah, down there. We just put a DC-3 into that. And took off again. Plausibly. It felt a lot scarier doing it, I will admit. I love this thing. I'm just shocked the C-47 6 Commando was kind of mediocre, and no one's really improved it yet, but I can understand why. It's sad. Especially the C-47 as well. Could have been amazing, just it was a letdown. This came obviously for the 40th anniversary update, and Duckworth and Co. have made a whole different aircraft of it, and it's fantastic. I love it. I don't miss the C-47 because I have this. It works. And DC-3, C-47 nuances, frankly minuscule in many cases. There are some minor structural issue differences and space differences, weight setup differences. It varies slightly depending on what you're looking at. But a lot of C-47s got converted back into airline service, got converted to cargo service, so they had civilian-style interiors put back into them, they had civilian-style cockpits put back into them. A lot of the stuff back there is very much the same. Bridge line up ahead, we should be able to clear that. We've got speed, I think. Still climbing, so we're okay. And I have plenty of power left of the throttle if I need it. Let's give ourselves some of that, 45 inches. Escape route is down that way to the left if I need it. Airspeed is still good, above minimum maneuver. Looking at this, we're going to clear that, no problem. I still want to aim straight ahead. I'll go for this slightly lower ridge line to our left. At a point, you start to kind of be able to read when you're going to make a ridge or not. When to bail out is a skill you have to pick up, even in the sim. Nearly at 10,000 feet here, by the way. And we're just clearing terrain. Clouds down below us, coming over the Papua New Guinea Highlands. 3 minutes away from our airport. Yeah, we're no problems here. That's the jungle right there. Yeah, this is no Cessna Caravan. No, I will say I'm lucky that I have a lot of familiarity in the DC-3, in the C-47 type. I know how she handles. I know how she wants to fly. I could feel when she's on the edge of the stall and what it's going to do. She's very squishy in the stall, so it tends to make life a lot easier. Right. Pull back to about 1500 RPM here. There's the coast down below, so we'll be down there in no time whatsoever. After we drop into our next spot here. Which is the last airport I stopped at on one of my last flights. I believe this is flatter, which is going to be a problem. Yeah, we descended over this ridge in the Caravan last time I flew this. There we are. It's down there somewhere ahead of us by the river. So the airport, I believe, is in this area here. So ideal approach is going to be that way. And exit's going to be that way too, which also helps because it takes us towards the coast. Follow the valley down. Should be no problem. But descending will be. We still have a lot of altitude to get rid of. I should put an American number back on my tail number. I just do so much European flying at the moment, especially in Germany, Switzerland and Austria, that I've been running that one. There's no significance behind it, it's just a number that I like to look off. Where are we? This could be trickier. Again, go-around potentials really don't exist. There it is. Yeah. That should be a lot easier for us, but go-around potentials sucks. Because the only option is to go up here, and I'm not sure I have the power to climb out of that. Yeah, let's just drop that down there. If only I could shut that up. A little bit more. There we go. Just a smidge. About 1500 RPM and it shuts up. So I believe that airport for us is to our rear there. There she is. So nice approach up the valley. We should have a good visibility of the runway. It should be relatively simple. Get out is go out to the left, follow this around and hope to climb over that. And down here again. So that's our get out of jail free route is over there. And our final airport's just over there, so let's suck up this because I need to slow down a bit. Okay, rolling around. Okay. We want this fork to our left here. Gears coming down. Props full fine. Let's lose some altitude, shall we? Am I putting us into a side slip? You betcha! Fastest way to go on the elevator down to the ground. I want to get eyes on this thing before I get too close. Because if I don't have a good approach and altitude, I'm going to have to go around early and circle maybe once. In fact, I'm probably going to just do that now. Just for simplicity's sake, I'll pull the nose up here. What's that looking like over there? We've got room. Alright, I'll just take us round one circle. Rather do this properly and make all three of these work than screw up now and put us in the dirt. Drop the nose. Little power. This is pushing things. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. We're going to be okay. We're in a good turn. Little bit too much bank angle. Balance the rudder out there. That's our runway heading, so we need to come around another 90 degrees. And we should be far better positioned now. Let's go flaps half. Okay, so it'll be past this headland in front of us. Engines are idled. Where are you? Is it over there? I think it's over there. This is inhospitable terrain. Yeah, I think it's over there. Okay. So we'll come in tight to the ridgeline, and we should be able to slip it down to the runway. Our speed is very low right now. We're on the edge of where we need to be stalling. Flaps 3/4. Not going to go full. If I need to get out of here, I can't go full flaps. Tight to the ridgeline. A little bit more power. We're very slow right now. I think I see it down there. That's us. Okay. Let's pull some Cessna moves, shall we? That's it. Come on. A little bit of engine power. Let's just help medicine go down. That's it. Good girl. Come on. Do all my masks. Okay. We're committed now, realistically. We're absolutely committed, so I'm going to keep the slip on. Kill some of this so I can hold the nose up and apply power to get us over these trees. I can feel it shaking, so we'll straighten up now. Power. Power, power, power. Hold the nose with power. That's it. Too much is too much. A little bit more now before it bites me. That's it. A little bit more. Come on. You got this. You got this, girl. You got this. Power, 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 power. Okay. There we go. And flaps coming up. And we're down. Come on. Stop, 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 stop. Brakes, 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 brakes. No, not that tree. Okay. Getting out might be trickier. But it's not impossible because we have that ridge line, but we can duck the river. Okay. How much should we use is the important question. Most of that. So our get out here is go immediate right to the river valley and duck down. This is going to be an ask, I think. Okay. Had to restart my recording because something was going pie-shaped, but let's do this thing. Oh, this is going to go wrong. If it's going to go wrong, it's going to be here. Let's get this baby out of here. Come on. Tail up and we can build some speed. Let's go. Come on, go. Tails up. Okay. Tails up. Build speed. Come on. Flaps up to 1/4. Lift up. Gear. Up and away. And we're literally climbing out as we're cleaning the aircraft up. Back in here so I can see what I'm doing. Follow the valley round. Pull that power back in. It's a little bit more reasonable. In fact, we can pull the supers out now. Okay. There we go. That was the biggest challenge of today taken care of. We'll get down this valley, we'll turn right, and we'll head to our destination 12 miles away. Not far at all. But that is 3 bush trips departed from that were all way too small, and 2 landed at. One was 1,500 feet. That one was 2,126 feet. But that one had a sloped approach into it. It was a flat runway, but we had an actual slope preceding the runway. There was no lower angle entry to that. We had to come in with energy we didn't want to keep. So side slipping a DC-3 is not entirely recommended, but it does work. It is scary though for anybody else on the aircraft. You know, props where we need them to be. Stay in there. 3,000 feet, we shouldn't be too bad. We'll clear this headland. Out of here, no problem whatsoever. Now, if you are new to the DC-3 and you've flown it in the sim before, and you don't know why your autopilot isn't working, by the way, maybe you have some of these mods, remember, look here, pump back, left engine, right engine, both providing hydraulic system. Left engine, it's gyro pilot, right engine, hydraulic system is forward. Back position should always be used for takeoff and landing. That means the aircraft is providing the hydraulics to basically with both engines. Should you lose an engine on approach, the other engine can still provide hydraulics. If you lose, say, your right engine, and it's in the forward position, you no longer have hydraulics. So that'd be your gear, flaps, etc. And cowl flap controls and some engine controls. So you really do need to make sure you are actually in the right position there. So let's pull around the headland here. Unfortunately, it is stock scenery for our final airport, but it should be an easy approach and landing. This is our calm, relaxing landing at the end of this monstrous adventure. About 10 miles away now. Down there on the flat of the coast. Basically an easy flight compared to everything else. Hopefully another aircraft is in the works to come out towards the end of the week. I think there's some that are in the pipeline, so we'll hopefully get to see some of those. But my videos next week might be slightly delayed. There'll definitely be a video on Thursday, Friday next week, but what you get earlier in the week, there may not be a video Monday, Tuesday. So I will apologise ahead of time for that. Personal commitments, so there will definitely be a video later in the week. When that is, I don't know. I'll be doing a lot of travelling, so I can't say anything, basically. Personal stuff. I had a lot of personal things happening recently, so juggling a lot of my life is definitely bringing some stuff up with that. Okay, what's this up ahead of us? Is that what we're looking for here? That's us there. You know what, after all this suffering, I'm going to set it up for a nice gentle straight in here. Yes, yes, yes. I wish I could press the horn cancel button, but unfortunately it's where the hide yoke point is. Unless it's not. Yeah, unfortunately it's the hide yoke position. So we'll just have to deal with this for a second. Do apologise. You're used to the whining sounds by now. Notably, they come out of my mouth. Bring this nose up a tad. Bring this forward, those to full rich. $140. Drop those. That should be a nice big air brake for us as well. Practically a genteel approach here. Very demure, very mindful, of course. Definitely. Compared to the riotous violence that just occurred in the highlands of Papua New Guinea, This is definitely on the demure side of matters. I can set up early, I can do a nice relaxed standard approach here. Bring her in gentle. And watch this be the one I put in the water. There we are. Nicely established. So when you've got a nice time to set up here and plan your approach, make a nice long run in, you have all the time in the world to get the aircraft down, to get it set up, to get it at the right speeds, the right approach angles. And you don't have to worry about dodging valleys, mountains, angry people with sticks. The world's a lot easier. Okay. Just our heading a tad. There we go. Looking nice. Knots, a little bit slow. Go to hard flaps, a little bit more throttle. Let our nose dictate our speed now. Drop down a little bit more here. A little steeper approach. We should be able to round this out once we get closer. Nice thing is here, if I need to go around, I can absolutely just apply power and go around. Shouldn't need to though. Pick the nose up. Watch that speed bleed really nice and fast. There we go. I'll apply a little throttle here just to counter that. Little trim. Keep us nice and steady. You want to start climbing. A little slow here, so I'll pick up the speed. I'm also not sure how long this is. I'm pretty sure, but I need to check my notes, so I'm not doing that right now. That's a tree. Now we're clear of it. Oh, that's a bit lower than I thought. Dive, dive, dive. Hadouken. Flaps coming up. Brakes are applied. We're stopping nicely there. Okay, speed is under what I need it to be. A little bit of toe brake, a little bit of right engine. Take off into the grass here and park up. Okay. Hit the brakes and she'll sail right by. Whew. So, that is us down on the ground here in Papua New Guinea. That was a little sweaty than I was hoping for, but the DAC always provides. This aircraft is absolutely a machine. You treat her right, she will do a lot. She will do a great deal. You treat her wrong and she will absolutely murder you. They don't build them like this anymore. But I'm glad they did. Don't forget, guys. Fly anywhere you want. Just don't fly like me. Bye!